Thank you for joining our fun-friendly team of manly maids. We are here to help clients organize, clean, decorate, interior decorate, move furniture, and even basic handyman work. All of these tie into our core value and our mission statement. We are here to make your life a little cleaner. As an employee of our company, we require you to take some core values to heart. When entering a place of residence, you need to show the homeowner and their home the respect they deserve as a paying client. Another value that is inherent in this company is being very careful. When holding objects that are very sentimental and valuable to the customer, you need to be very careful, so don't drop anything. We tell every customer that we give above and beyond service. So go that extra mile when helping out and it'll surely be appreciated. Our customer service statement states that Manly Maid strives to provide a cleaner, more organized home to ensure peace of mind, no matter how fragile the home is. Our external customers are mainly elderly women who have trouble moving things around their home. Other clients could be housewives who just want to watch some manly men do some interior renovation around the home. But our external customers could be any customer, so you need to be ready for anybody that comes through our door, because they are a paying client. The age range of our clients are between 25 to 100 years old. Most of our clients are female, but we could also get some males, but most of the time they're female. A lot of our clients are single and don't really want to move the things around their home, but we can also be dealing with married couples' homes, which usually has more stuff to move around, so be prepared. Most and all of our clients at least have a bachelor's degree to attain a nice job to get a good home. The price range between most of our customers' income is between $50,000 to $150,000. But we have clients that are very rich and have nice mansions to take care of, so be prepared for anything. Our clients, depending on the age range, can use their phone a lot or not at all. We have gotten customers that have texted us, but we have also gotten customers that have called us from a landline phone. Our clients can email us, call us, text us, or even walk into our welcome center at South Tacoma Way. If they do come into our center, give them a business card so it gives ease of access to give to a friend and makes it easier to call us or text us or email us from any method described. Never forget the role of an internal customer. If your boss requires of you to finish paperwork for external customers' wrap-up procedure, then that makes your boss your internal customer. Every coworker communicates in a friendly fashion here at Manly Maids through either calling, texting, emailing, or the traditional face-to-face. Now on to customer expectations. All customers should and will be treated in the same fashion. Think of it this way. If a customer asks you they need this project/paperwork done in a week's time, that gives you no lax time. You need to finish all of that in a timely manner, no exceptions. If you haven't started on that, then you have just put this whole operation at a standstill, and that is very bad. There are inherent needs that every customer would like that will make them feel welcome and utmost respected. Before entering any home, always introduce yourself, never just waltz in. And even if the customer has not told you to do so, always repeat what the professional is going to do so that everyone is on the same page. On top of the needs, there are the wants. And these are what the client desires, but inherently do not need. Acknowledging these is how we keep a positive business environment afloat. Always have a positive attitude when in a client's home. A customer can always sense a sour mood, so put on a happy smile and a nice tone of voice. Personal recognition. After completing a job site, you, the manager, can continue by leaving a follow-up call with the customer to thank them for choosing our company. Ask them what we could have done better in the future as they will evaluate our job. Number 3, courtesy call. Courtesy. It is a simple enough thing to think about doing, but most people lack basic courteous attitudes. Think of it this way. Imagine every home you walk into is your mother or father's home. You always say please and thank you in their home. Treat our clientele the same way. Fourthly, timely service. If we promise a client that we will be at their home in a week's time on Saturday, and we will be done in 5 to 6 hours, I don't want my team to be working for 8 hours. If the job requires more work than we anticipated, then we will inform the customer and we'll be back at more convenient time for them. Number 5, professionalism. If said client is speaking with you directly, you will be attentive and listen carefully to what they have to say. If you are fidgeting with your hands and looking around, you will give off the impression that you don't quite care what they say and that you have better things to do. So instead, stand up, Have your hands by your side and nod your head when appropriate to signal you understand what they have said. And finally, empathy. Many of the items we will be handling are sentimental to the customer, so we need to listen when they explain this to us. If you break an object or don't show care to their home, this could reflect badly upon our company. So you need to pay attention when they are talking to you. Partner with your customers. This is their home and they called you here. So communicate openly and be happy about being in their home. Their responses are important, so listen actively when they're speaking to you. Explore our vision. What are the added value and results for me? This job can be very fun, and you will be doing these people a lot of good in the process. Hard work and commitment to the job can push you to the future where you want to be in life. Communicate the culture and vision to our customers daily. Whether these clients are on the phone with you or in person, always project our vision of cleaner homes to them. Doing so, they will tell their friends about our positive, helpful service and will be intrigued by it. You may not know how many dirty homes there are in society. Let us make an effort to show our willingness to help them. Demonstrate ethical behavior. It is important to follow our core value of above and beyond service. The job will be handled with respect and carefulness, no matter the job site. If you follow these values well enough, then you can expect it to become a part of you, and your service will automatically reflect the core values. Identify and improve your service skills. At times, we don't quite know how we are speaking with clients, so it's important to ask a coworker to observe us as we communicate with the customer, and whether or not it's in a respectful and caring voice. There is always time to improve your service skills. Become an expert on your organization. Many customers, or even non-customers, will ask you questions about how we go about completing our procedures in cleaning service. So to avoid confusion, learn up on our rules and regulations so that you're never ill-prepared for a client question. Demonstrate commitment. One thing that is lost upon many employees is the conveying lack of commitment to the company. This can send a bad image. As a representative of our organization, you hold a responsibility to show that you have control of the situation. Instead of using they language when referring to managers or employees, try taking control of the situation. This can send a positive attitude and show that the customer is valued, and this builds trust over time. It's very important to us. Have the customer's best interest in mind. Put yourself in that person's shoes so you know what you would want to expect from a service provider.
Make sure when you trim the flower bushes that the leaves are symmetrical, okay?
Of course, ma'am.
Thank you.
No problem. Treat vendors and suppliers as customers. A lot of our employees will think that our service providers are only there to serve and comply with us. This is true, but there is also an opportunity to expand our network through stronger ties. Share resources. Just like I talked about with creating better ties with your vendors, in case a customer asks about a service that our company does not offer, then you can direct them to someone else through our network ties. This gesture can reflect positively upon us through the customer service relationship. Work with your customers and not against them. At Manly Maids, we strive to offer the best service that money can buy. And that's just it. It's the customer's money. If we are disagreeing and literally working against the customer at all times, then we should not expect future business. Provide service follow-up. Once a sale and job site is completed, it's important to receive future feedback on how our service was conducted. This can help us grow as a local company, and it shows that we are dedicated to that customer. Creating rapport with your customer. Within this company, you will be dealing with customers. And to establish a relationship between them so they don't look at us as if we're robots, then you need to not forget to call them by their first name and smile. Although you are there for business, it is important to create small talk between you and the customer that isn't related to the business at hand. This creates a closeness between you and the customer, which is vital to any business. Becoming a good listener. If anything should be taken away from this training, it is how to be an effective listener. One mistake commonly used is talking when the other is talking. So when the customer begins to speak, just close your mouth and listen. This shows respect, and he or she will appreciate it fully. When entering conversation mode, most humans will be distracted by thoughts in their head or looking at a bird in a tree. Although those things might seem important to think about at the time, they are not. The most important thing to pay attention to is what is about to leave the customer's mouth. If you actively listen and are in the moment, helping this customer, then you will be prepped for what they have to say. Dealing with different behavioral styles. In case you are wondering what a behavioral style it is, It categorizes human behavior into 4 different categories. You are either rational, inquisitive, decisive, or expressive. Here are 4 examples of these different behavioral styles. So, what would you like Manly Maid's cleaning service to do for you?
Well, I think dusting would make the most sense because dust falls if you are cleaning. And then after you dust, I want you to start wiping down the counters because my son's having a birthday party this weekend. I want to make sure the countertops are clean because we're getting new food and stuff. And then maybe wipe the floors down, mop them, stuff like that.
So, what would you like Manly Maid's cleaning service to do for you?
So, do you use a special kind of duster or special wipes that you use on the counters, or what kind of mops do you use? Do you have special mops that you use just for the bathroom and not for the kitchen, or stuff like that? Do you have a broom with bristles or with spikes? I don't know.
So, what would you like Manly Maid's cleaning service to do for you?
Well, I have 5 people coming over today because I work at home and I need this to be clean because they need to make a lasting impression on them. Do you see these carpets? They're hardwood. They need to be buffed.
So, what would you like Manly Maid's cleaning service to do for you?
So the reason why I hired you guys today is just because I have so much going on in my life lately. My dog died, I have a colonoscopy, my kid's getting detention and bad grades, my stress is just killing me, and I need somebody else to clean the house for me. I think my husband is having an affair, and oh my gosh, I can't clean the counters with all this going on. This is too much. It's too much.
Work on avoiding more conflict. Approach the customer in a way that both of you will walk away with a win. So use proper verbal and nonverbal communication to stress that you are there to help the customer. Find the underlying cause of the issue and assess it immediately. If you fail to confront it, then the problem will only increase. Aggressive versus assertive behavior. The main difference between the two is assertiveness means you project a sense of confidence in the workplace. Aggressiveness involves being hostile or showing offensive behavior in the form of verbal or even physical attack. Dealing with difficult customers assertively. The angry customer. Listen to them with an open mind and find out why they're angry. Remain positive no matter how angry they get. The angrier they are, the sweeter you are and the more willing you are to work with them. Give your name and offer assistance. Project a can-do attitude. Empathize with them and don't give excuses for the service breakdown in service. Ask open-ended questions to find the root of the problem and then verify your information. Once you have everything you need, then take appropriate action to resolve the situation. The rude customer. Remain professional no matter how mad you wish to get. Just remain assertive and act as if you're in control of the situation. Even if you feel like you can't handle the stress, never resort to retaliation. It will only make everything worse and can just give the customer more ammo to fire back at you or your manager, which ultimately can end up in a write-up. The talkative customer. Remain cordial and nice, but stay focused on the task at hand because there can still be other jobs you need to handle on a deadline. Ask open-ended questions that can get you a broader aspect of what they want, and then ask closed-ended questions that narrow down the situation and get you closer to the finish line. Other customers can feel as if you don't notice them if you don't manage the conversation. Imply that you are ending the interaction to benefit the customer and the others waiting. The indecisive customer. Remain patient. Even if you are frustrated, treat them as the high-valued customer they are. Ask open-ended questions to get the background information you need. Then listen actively and look for nonverbal cues in the conversation to find out what they are interested in. Suggest other options based on these clues